Welcome or welcome back, race fans of the present and in the future. I am driving with one arm tonight. I've reconfigured my D29 to shift on the plus and minus. Hey, Griggsy, welcome to the stream. We're gonna give this a shot. I'm surprised that I'm mid-pack, as gimpy as I am, but mad respect for Southpaw Racer. If you haven't watched him on YouTube, I recommend his channel. First time I'm trying to drive that way, and the fact that he does it all the time is pretty awesome. So here we go, 20 minutes at Watkins Glen in the IndyCars, and immediately trying to crash.
On your right, clear right. On your right. Hold your line, clear right.
Sorry, whoever I'm going to cut off here. Absolutely could not see who that was. Jeffrey Jones, apologies. Conservative in the bus stop for the first time. Tires are very cold. Russell seems to have misjudged it a little. See if we can stay on terms with him. Oh boy, oh, stay off the grass, that's all you need. There we go. Ooh, that was almost disaster. Ooh, this is tense. It's surprisingly little adjustment in my head, you know? It's like, oh, I'm just controlling with one hand. I mean, how many of us have driven a real-life car with one hand, you know? Not because we had to, but because we were just, you know, feeling lazy and draping one hand on the wheel. It's kind of like that, except you're driving a race car around a track surrounded by walls, and it's kind of terrifying. But aside from that, you know. A little lock up there, gotta manage that better. Tire wear is definitely going to be a factor in this race. I was saying earlier, I had a 20-minute practice. I did a full 20-minute stint as practice earlier, and the tires were very yellow at the end. So I want to baby these tires a little bit, but I do also want to catch Russell if I can. Because, I mean, this is not a parade, it is a race, and I kind of want to prove what I can do here. Oh no! Somebody's around. Seems to be Martin, I think. It's a shame. He was saying in the in-game chat his tires don't last more than a couple of laps. Well, that was one. I think he was just over-exuberant. Going through the laces, maybe. Oh boy. Well, I don't know if I have anything for Russell. Honestly, I'll be happy if I just see the checkered flag. I mean, this is something I've never really tried before. It's a constant distraction to be like, oh right, I can only use one hand, and the other needs to stay firmly in my lap, or, you know, just out of the way. But it's working out, surprisingly. Like, I'm not that far off the pace that I achieved with two hands when I was testing for this season. Oh, that's not a good place to go up to fifth gear. There we go. Made it through the corner, though. If I can stay in the 131s or 130s even, I will consider that a success. Saved it. I think my main competition is going to be Jeffrey.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
I think, barring a wreck, I think the folks who are in front of me are going to stay that way. I don't have a good feel for that last left out of the boot. Still don't have a good feel for that yet with one hand. It's also awkward because it's a sharp left turn, so I'm kind of bending my wrist awkwardly to just turn the wheel that far. Because my hand has to be low enough to reach the shifter buttons. Ooh, good little frame skip there. Also got to keep an eye out in my mirrors for Martin. He'll be coming back up the field. Unless his car's damaged, in which case it'll be all he can do to just get around. These cars do not like...
This guy's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
Jim, they're all in the same class, dude. I could swear I fixed that in my JSON file. Maybe I'll do that on stream after the race. Make sure I get that corrected.
That's your fastest lap today.
This is the guy in his very first SRS race. We're going to pull aside here? No, he's not.
Clear left.
He's also going to slow way down. Oh my goodness. That was awkward and terrifying. I think we picked up an incident, though. He just really needs to back out of that. He's a lap down. I don't know if he even knows it.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now
Yeah, I know it is, because I
6.9.
almost got killed. He did very well avoiding that, because he easily could have turned into me there when I outbraked myself. So thanks, John. You're... may not be as inexperienced as his zero rating, like he's clearly raced before. He's just his first SRS race. Most newbies aren't that smart to... on the other hand, he really should have been smart enough to back out of that being a lap down. So, you know, racecraft. Yeah. The way you learn racecraft is to be in races, right? Blue flag, I know, right? Well, if I was running out of hope to catch Russell, I sure am out of hope now. I mean, he was faster in the quali, and that has definitely set me back. Interestingly, though, folks behind me have fallen away as well. I wonder if they got into a battle. And, I mean, I don't have time to look at the timing. I just noticed that there's nobody in my mirrors anymore. I don't know how I did that badly, but you sure need to learn it. Oh, that's too hot into the final corner. Ooh, made it. Nice double shift, derp. I actually tapped the button twice.
That's your fastest lap in this session.
Now, in addition to remapping my shifters to the plus and minus buttons on the G29, I also turned the force feedback gain down to 30% because I'm doing everything with one arm. And you'd be surprised how much you depend on having two arms to take the load of the force feedback.
Okay, Pasha, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Half distance. Fuel looks good.
Could have been on the throttle earlier there, but better safe than sorry. You get on the throttle too hard, and you very quickly find yourself turning the wrong way, wondering how you got in your situation. Slightly better through the heel. It doesn't have a name, it's just turn 9. All right. Down in the 131s, it's not great. I'd really rather be in the low 130s.
Lap time was 131.7.
It seems to be good enough for now to hold my position. So I'd rather survive than try to chase lap times at this point. This is good enough for where I am, and I just want to maintain. But it sure would be nice to get into 130s. Can't tell if that's a lap car ahead of me or if that's for position. Like I say, it's taking all of my visual focus just to not slam into a barrier.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
What are we going to find around this corner? It's Riley. F's for Riley. I think I actually spun up the rear tires there. Still trying to carry too much speed into the heel. I think the shadows in turn 9 are weird at this hour, so it's hard for me to judge where the outside wall is and where I can start getting on the throttle to swing out for the corner. So I think I'm taking it too sharply and not using all the track that I could be. That's what's slowing me down there. I'm catching Russell somehow. I wonder if he got damaged fighting with Riley or through some other mishap. But I don't know, maybe I do have a chance to catch him by the end of the race. 7 minutes left. Just don't want to bin it, that's all.
Behind is increasing. It's now 9.8 seconds.
That's comfy. Oh, it was comfy. Let's not crash, please.
You've used half your fuel.
Left side tires are yellow. Oh boy. Grip is going to start falling off, especially around the right corners, because there are more rights than lefts here. Oh, that's grass. Got away with it. Sorry, Lorax. I could get on the throttle way earlier there. I'm just having a hard time judging that corner just because of the lighting. It is kind of an awkward time of day in the game to try and judge the exit of that corner. 132, ugh, gross.
Just done out 132.4.
Gap to car in front. You didn't hear me. Gap to car in front.
15 seconds.
Never mind. I'm not catching him. I just need to maintain and not bin at this point, and I'll be proud of that.
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
Well, you think so, Jim. Not realizing that we're all in the same class here. .131.7. I had some high 129s in practice today. 129.5 all time in preseason testing. I'd really like to get a lower 130 or maybe even peak at the 129s again. I know I can.
11 seconds.
But more importantly, I just want to see the checkered flag. Oh, there we go. Here's a lap. Oh, boy. Oh. Yep. And the toe is tough when the tires start to wear down. Ah. 130.8, getting better.
Your last lap time was 130.8. That's your quickest lap in this session.
That feels good. See if we can do it again. Oh, my left shoulder is definitely starting to get tired. Had about a half-hour practice earlier tonight, and now the race. So about an hour of racing with one arm in an IndyCar. Even on only 40 or 30% force feedback. It's a bit more than I'm used to. Oh boy. Oh, don't spin please, don't spin please, don't spin please, thank you.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Oh no, that's too sharp. There we go. I had to correct my line through the final turn. 2 more laps to go, I think.
Last lap was at 131.2.
Austin will have passed through here long ago. So this lap and one more. Should have enough fuel. I think I overfilled for the race, just to be sure.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Yes, I do. Ooh, late on the brakes into the bus stop. Got away with it. Well, this gives me hope for the PSR and GT Panama Challenge on Sunday. If I can drive this thing around here for 20 minutes. Next challenge will be to drive a Ford GT for 75. Time to start strengthening my left arm. Hello, mysterious stranger. Ooh, big screen freeze there. Yikes. At least it was on a straight and not in a corner. I'm just pacing at this point. The tires are starting to go down. Well, not go down, but
Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. That was at 131.
getting a little bit greasy, and I just don't want to risk. I don't want to risk what I have. I see Russell ahead, which is cool. Didn't even really expect to be in touch with anybody at this point. I just want to finish the race. You know, that's going to feel like an achievement tonight.
The gap to Jones behind is increasing. It's now 17 seconds. Okay, Pasha. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. The gap ahead is now 11 seconds.
Oh boy, almost lost it there. I'm starting to lose fine motor control in this arm. It's getting a little tired. Well, I know there are not a lot of people in this race, and many of them are inexperienced, but to come in here with one arm and finish P5 feels like a massive achievement.
Podium. Good drive.
Wow. That was fun. Huh. I lived. Managed to bring home a top 5 for the trouble. Whew. That was awesome. Let's set myself in a straight line here and dive into the pits. Exciting and boring. Well, I was catching you there at the end. Were you starting to have tire trouble? I know my tires were wearing right at the end there, and seemed like I was catching you there. But I don't know how much longer my shoulder was going to last there. Red with 5 laps. Wow. Okay. Well, that's something. Huh. That was fun. I actually lived. Sent it into the wall twice. Oh no. Oh boy. Ow. Oh my. Trying to operate a mouse with a cast on my arm is a little bit much. So we're just gonna on the limit through practice with 100% grip. Oh yeah. So when you get into a situation where you don't have grip, it's yeah. Not fantastic. Let's get into this replay. Yeah, I was doing high 130s and up to mid 131s, which is about 2 seconds off my normal pace. But yeah, considering I'm the one-armed bandit this evening, I'm pretty proud of that finish. Stream still won't load. Oh man, that's annoying. All right, let's ow. So So let's get the thingy set up here, and we'll do the livery showcase. First up, the number 97, zero bandwidth entry. The only one surviving this season. Luke is not joining us, and Greg, after week 1 or 2, was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of done with this car." So, understandable. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of how this livery turned out. It looks really neat. It is, of course, an homage to Sahara Force India 2014, which was a very fine livery, whose colors nearly match the Zero Bandwidth team livery, so I shamelessly plagiarized it for design of all of our open-wheel cars. Let's see, who else is in a custom thing? Rob back here in the number 13, orange and black, obviously awesome. Big old SRS banners on the side pods, big old Merkin flag. Otherwise, very simple, elegant design. Very cool. We have, let's see. Martin Smith. I think this is just a customized stock livery, but cool color choices. And he's got the custom helmet. That's neat. I like that. Maple leaf and the flamey affair. That's really cool. I think that might be it. Oh, well, no, we have Russell, of course. There we go. That might be it, except for the coolest livery in the field. So there you go. Really like this one. Business in the front. Halloween party in the back. That's neat. Is it also asymmetric? A lot of these are asymmetric, which is kind of neat too. It really, I mean, come on, it is. I mean, I love mine. I love the look of my livery, but I mean, this is objectively cooler. Twitch has decided not to stream for you tonight. That is bizarre. Well, it is front to back, but a lot of your stuff is like, you know, dorsal asymmetry. With, you know, the right side different from the left. That's cool. Oh, looks like, oh no, it's just the way the edging worked out. Thought the rear splitter was weird. Anyway, cool. So that's livery showcase with the 3 or 4 custom liveries. Anyway, let's watch the start. I want to see... Oopsie. What am I clicking on? Okay, let's not click on things where I'm not intending to click. Let's get back turned around here. Let's see what the start looked like. And I want to... watch from your POV. All right. Cool. Man, this was neat. I enjoyed this a lot. I'm just proud of making it to the end, you know. I'm just happy I made it to the end at this point and didn't bin it. And off we go. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay. You crazy man. It's funny, too. You get this amazing start, and then you end up right back in P5. How does that work? Yes. It was at this point that he knew. Yeah, it's like, I'm out. I'm bailing out of this. That is a wise decision, I think. But what a great start. Oh, good job. Let's go to the back. I want to watch what happened at the back. Because I don't think anything did happen at the back, which is really impressive here. Riley slow off the line, which is a wise thing to do here. Just kind of chill out. Everybody clear. Ooh, somebody in the green car there almost ran into me. Who was that nearly caused my death? That I should say thank you to and appreciate. Oh, John W. Paul, the guy in his very first SRS race. He was very clean. I think ball made you lose your trailing in third. Yeah, I had an awkward encounter with him too, but I think he's done this before. Like, I don't think this is his first rodeo. This is just oh, geez. Well, that through no fault of his own. What in the world happened there? I think he braked for the chicane, and whoever was behind him forgot that there's a chicane up here. Jackson Detmer. Yeah, I think... Yeah, John Paul here just braked early for the chicane because he was inside of... You know, Jeffrey Jones is in front of him. John Paul was doing the prudent thing and braking early so he didn't run in the back of Jeffrey, and instead got rear-ended for his trouble. That's unfortunate and dumb. Meanwhile, Rob is like, oh, Rob with the, I'm just going to straight line the chicane and hope I live. Almost worked. Oh, it almost worked, and instead he got sandwiched. Oh, that's dumb. That is dumb and unlucky. I mean, not dumb on his part, obviously. It's just the universe kind of sucks for him tonight. It's a little bit early, but I mean, it's literally his first race on SRS. I can excuse him for being cautious. But, and I mean, he's got a car in front of him, so he's braking early just in case the car in front of him brakes early. But, oh yeah, all his tires are red now, which doesn't help. Let's head up to the front here. Well, not the front, but, I'm just happy I survived, really. And you got, oh, I want to see what happened to Martin, because it's pretty soon after the start of the race. I think it was up here in Sector 2 on the second lap. Oh, he touched the curb. You can't touch the curb in these cars. You just can't. Like, you can't even look at him funny. Yeah, he just barely grazed the inside curb, and that's enough to send these things around. Like, they just will not let you touch the curbs, especially if you dare to touch the throttle while you're at it. Like when I was practicing, like preseason testing, the number of times that I spun in the toe just by like, oh, I can take this curb, right? Nope. No, I can't. Well, that's frustrating for him. I was a little concerned that Jeffrey might catch up to me here, but managed to pull away eventually. There was one lap where I ran up behind John. I don't remember which lap it was, so I'll have to find it again. Try to see what that encounter looked like. Oh, here we go. Where's the helicopter cam? There we go. This was a little bit awkward, but it was not. Oh, yeah, it was into the chicane that this gets weird. Oh, nice fog. Great. Okay. Let's go back to the ground level here. The thing that annoyed me was he seemed to give me the inside here, but then when we got out on the straight, he did not back down. So when we got up to the chicane, oh, geez, I almost killed him. I almost killed him. I'm so sorry, John. My goodness. I didn't even realize I did that. Let's take a look at the... Okay, well, it doesn't look as bad from this angle, from inside the cockpit. But man, from the TV camera, it looked like I was trying to kill him. That was almost a really bad accident, and it would have been my fault. And he did a really good job of seeing this coming and not turning into me and killing us both. I just wish all of this awkwardness could have been avoided if he had just backed off earlier in the straight. Yeah, well, why not lift here, you know? Because if he lifts here and lets me by, he can get the slipstream from me all the way down the straight. Yeah, just lift right out of the S's, you know, power through the S's, stay in front of me, and then right at the start of the straight, back off, and then he can ride my slipstream all the way to the bus stop. But instead, he battles me all the way to the bus stop and causes this really awkward situation. Fortunately, he did not compound that by turning into me and killing us both. So, I mean, credit. He gets definite high partial credit for doing this, but the smarter move would be to just back off at the very beginning of the straight and just avoid all that mess. So I think we're going to see John. I hope we see more of John on SRS because he seems to have some skills. Yes, we've all seen and been involved in way worse accidents than that, and his 0 rating belies a much higher level of experience. He clearly has some racecraft because he didn't kill me. And he did back off, but it was at the end of the straight, not at the beginning. Had he backed off at the beginning, he would have been able to draft with me. And I mean, I don't know if he pitted to repair damage or what, but like, he even had pretty decent pace. He might have been able to stay with me for a while. But instead, we got into that wacky situation and both almost binned the cars. But yeah, I think we'll see a bit more of him. I hope, because yeah, he did okay there. Not great, but certainly could have been a whole lot worse. And you know, we made it through without an incident. So I mean, anything you get away from without an incident, you really can't complain that much. I'm so happy about the way this livery worked out. It looks really nice, and I'm so proud of it. I don't know. I just like staring at it sometimes. It's a pretty car. I wish I were a little faster in it. But I kind of knew that going into the season. It's like, it's going to be pretty awkward being so slow in such a pretty car. But it worked out. This was cool, considering that I'm driving around with one hand. I think this turned out very well. So, there you go. Watkins Glen. I too love New York. Oh, goodness me. I don't know why I'm reaching up here with my right hand, since I can't really use my right hand right now. But yeah, let's hop out of here. We're gonna do the results. Standings. Let's go into the correct scene. Did not replay. Results. There we go. I remember how to be a streamer. And then we'll do the races. Boop. I was all concerned about whether we were going to get a race this week, and then I realized that the time has changed everywhere but the U.S., and that's why nobody had been logged in for a while. So there you go. Oh, let me scroll up a little bit so you can actually see what's going on there. The results of the race. Austin Ognasi with a clean win. Well done. 129.2 best lap. You know, that's interesting because that's not that much lower than my best lap in dry conditions. But that means that his legit time is probably like a 125 or some ridiculous thing. Let's see. James Leader, second with the 2 incidents. So that means Antonio Massad, who I don't even remember. I guess he was here last week. First of the Hondas. Third step of the podium for him. Russell Sobey in 4th. Well done. 5th for me. In a clean race, Jeffrey Jones with just the 1 incident in 6th. Rob Russo, after getting absolutely pounded in the back, giggity, 3 incidents right there at the start of the race brings it home in P7. Martin Smith with the spin and 4 incidents, perhaps all at once, brings it home in 8th. Riley Line hanging on in 9th place. John Paul, 17 incidents. He had a rough night. I wonder if he never repaired all that damage. That's interesting because that's really interesting. Like, he had the pace. He had good pace. But I just couldn't control the car, I guess. He was 3 laps down by the end of it. And Jackson Detmer dumped out after 4 laps. Didn't quite see what happened to him. We can maybe go back to the replay after. Did he, though? I mean, considering that his rating is 0, right? He could have just wrecked out in turn 1 and never turned back, right? The fact that he was there at all. And what was his ultimate lap time? 134. I mean, you know, it's not super fantastic, but it's not a 140, you know. These are hard cars to drive. The fact that he's only 4 seconds off the pace, it's not bad for somebody who's in his literal first race on Sim Racing System. I think he'll get there. So yeah, I guess after the what is that, 5th lap, 4th lap, the positions didn't change all that much, but that doesn't really tell the whole story of the race. It was a pretty interesting chase. I had fun trying to catch you there, Russell. That was neat. I enjoyed that a lot. I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of was wondering if I would just be trundling around at the back. But yeah, that was okay. Anywho, goodness, my wrist hurts. Oh boy. So let's check this out. What is next week's race? It is going to be at Sebring, the newly updated Mad Brain version of Sebring, which is not nearly as bad as anybody who remembers version 0.8. There are a lot of people who complained about version 0.8. This is the 1.0 re-release. It is reportedly completely reworked, and it is, in fact, better. It really is better in every measurable respect. So credit where credit's due to Mad Brain for putting out a vastly improved version of Sebring. It's obviously still not any sort of laser scan. Hard to be worse. Now. It's much better. Better enough that I was finally able to figure out how to work with the assets on the track and provide a shaders patch lighting mod for it. So that is official. But yeah, so next week at Sebring, it'll be fun. These cars do well there. You do have to mind the bumps. It's going to be approximately the same experience, I think, as Most and Barcelona, which were shockingly bumpy in these cars. But yeah, I'm going to do I'm going to cut the highlight here. We're going to keep the stream going, but if you want to see what happened before or after this race, you should really turn in for the live streams because they're much more. I mean, they're longer, I guess, is the point there. But yeah, we're going to do more things right after this. But if you're watching this in the future, thank you, and come back for more sometime.